Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to day 5 of 30 days of real estate content. My name is John Olisa. I'm the CEO of Red Diamond Properties Limited, and today I'm going to be sharing success tips for shortlet business in Nigeria. If you recall, yesterday I started talking about shortlet. I defined what it means. I defined factors that make it to succeed. I defined what makes it more attractive in comparison with hotels, in comparison with yearly rentals, and also give you tips on how to start up. So today I'm going to be sharing shortly success tips for shortlet in Nigeria. Now you've set up your business, you've gotten a good location. Remember I said yesterday that location is the most important thing. You can have a 2-bedroom in a Maboshi, and you can have a 2-bedroom in a Gwagwalada in Abuja. It will not succeed if you're doing it in Gwagwalada, because Gwagwalada is not ideal for shortlet. It's ideal more for residential property rental, while a Maboshi is ideal for both shortlet and residential property. So I said location is key. So you've gotten your good location. It's a 2-bedroom apartment, and you've tastefully furnished it, whether you've put lovely furniture, artistic paintings, great ambience. You've even made it a smart apartment with Alexa or whatever it is. Now, what are the general tips for success? You've set it up. Now, tips for success. For me, the first one is this: aggressively market your shortlet. I repeat, aggressively market your shortlet. And there are ways you can do it. The first way I will talk about is by online means. Airbnb, which are called or the OTAs, online travel agencies. Airbnb is one platform you can put it on. When you put it on Airbnb, Airbnb gets a commission. So you can put it on Airbnb. You can put it on property listing websites and like Nigerian Property Center. They don't get a commission. They just charge you a fee for listing a number of properties. And you can also list it on Property Pro, different property listing websites. Remember, great shortlets do not sell themselves. They must be marketed. So you must aggressively market it by putting it on this property site. I remember the first big shortlet deal I got. When I got the request, the client told me, this is what I need. I had to go on Nigeria Property Center and I checked so many shortlets, about 3 or 4, before I now got a particular one. The client liked it. The client sent somebody to inspect it before payment was made. And it's good to use both platforms like Airbnb and Nigeria Property Center, because Airbnb, ideally, you just see pictures and you make payments. You necessarily do not have the opportunity to inspect. But with a Nigerian Property Center, you can get the listing, you can list your property, clients can come and inspect before they make payment. So it's not an option of using either of them. It's a proposition. I use both things like Airbnb and the Nigeria Property Center, Property Pro, or other platforms that collect a commission from you for listing. So that is one thing. You can list it on property sites. Still talking about marketing aggressively, what can you do? Use normal or regular property agents, shortlet agents. Yes, that is free marketing for you. So this one, you do not even need to pay or give a commission upfront to an Airbnb or pay a fee to market on the Nigerian Property Center. You just tell people, go and get your client, and you can tell them to mark up the property price, the shortlet price, by like a 5,000, 10,000. So you are not incurring any cost at all. It is when they bring people that they get their own commission of what they've marked up. Or sometimes you can say, okay, bring people, don't mark up the price, just bring them, I'll pay you a 5%, a 10% commission, or whatever amount you agree. So the second way to market is by getting regular human agents, rental agents, shortlet agents to market it for you. And what is the third way you can do it? Through social media marketing. So you are the owner of the property. You can market it on social media. You can market it on Facebook. You can market it on Instagram. You can market it on Twitter. Even if you are not the owner of the property, you are an agent. You can market it there. I remember yesterday I shared the story of the first big SHORTLET deal I got, which was like a 5M deal, and the people stayed for some weeks. And how did I get the client? I got the client through Twitter. So I'm an advocate for using almost every social media platform: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, because I put the that I'm a SHORTLET agent. I put some properties. It was not even the particular one I marketed that she wanted, but she just showed my details and said she wants a property, gave me the description, gave me the location, gave me the budget, and I went to work. Checked on Nigerian Property Center, checked on WhatsApp groups for SHORTLET I belong to. But you see, because I was pushing out myself there as a SHORTLET agent, I could get clients. So as a SHORTLET agent, as a SHORTLET owner, one of the places you also want to market your property, market yourself, is on social media. So this is the first thing to do. Your first tip for success as a SHORTLET owner. One, market it aggressively through online platforms, through properties sites like Airbnb, like Nigeria Property Center. These are property listing sites. Some strictly on short lease, some generally on properties. Number two, you want to get property agents to help you market it. And number three, you want to go on social media to market it, like platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And you can even use WhatsApp business, or belong to WhatsApp groups. Yeah, there's some WhatsApp groups that are dedicated fully for SHORTLET business. Communities where you have people just showing their SHORTLET property. Some are free, right? Or some you pay it. Okay, so SHORTLET groups on WhatsApp are a good option too. So the first tip, market aggressively. Now you've marketed aggressively. What's the second tip for success as a SHORTLET business owner? One thing I will talk about now, the second thing I'll talk about is quality maintenance. And it has to do with cleaning system. Ensuring your SHORTLET apartment is cleaned on a daily basis, except the guest says otherwise. So cleaning it, making it spick and span is good. Quality maintenance, clients checking in on time and checking out on time. And when they don't check out on time, you just make them check out on time. If not, a penalty might arise. Still on quality maintenance, having a refundable caution deposit. That's very important, because we have instances where we see clients who are recalcitrant, clients who do not take good care of property, who may destroy things. So you might want to charge a caution deposit upfront, and you take an inventory of whatever is in the property before they check in, and an inventory before they check out. If nothing was spoiled, you return the deposit to them. If things were spoiled, if things are missing, you deduct from the caution deposit to replace what was missing or spoiled. Then if there is any other balance, you can give back to them. But on quality maintenance, you want to have a caution deposit that you charge on each property. And the last but not the least on this is hiring. Well, let me just stop there for now. On quality maintenance, we are assuming that you are the one who owns the property that is running it. So these are three things you do: cleaning systems, check-in and check-out on time, and last but not the least, a refundable caution deposit. That's the second tip for success as a SHORTLET business owner. And I'm giving you 3 sub-tips. The last tip for succeeding as a SHORTLET business owner in Nigeria is what I'll call good customer care. And what does good customer care entail? It sometimes requires going over and above board, beyond what is expected of you. Ideally, as a SHORTLET business owner, you're just to give your SHORTLET client a good accommodation, Wi-Fi, AC, Netflix, and what have you. But when you want to be a good SHORTLET host, you can go over and beyond board. I go back to the story I shared yesterday about my first day in SHORTLET. It was in 2020 in February, when I went for a tech conference in Rwanda. And the SHORTLET host, she had a 4.9/5 on Airbnb. She was a super host. And it was when I stayed in her apartment I realized what made her spectacular. So when I went to Rwanda, I asked her for some services which were not basically within what was expected of a shortlet host, and she granted me those services. Being new in the country, I asked for a taxi service. She provided me with a taxi driver who picked me from the airport, who transported me throughout my stay in Rwanda for those 5 days. So that was top-notch service. Also, when I needed to go on a tour in Kigali, she provided me with a tour guide, sent me his contact, and the tour guide took me around Kigali, took me shopping. Good customer service. I wanted to make inquiries also about investing in Rwanda, incorporating companies in Rwanda. What did she do? She gave me details on people to meet, lawyers to meet, investment advisors to meet, transport. The same taxi driver took me to the what in Nigeria, what we call the Corporate Affairs Commission. They have theirs. I've forgotten the name. Maybe I think it's Kigali Development Board or Agency. I don't recall the name, but she gave me that. I could go there, make inquiries. So you see, these are things that go beyond and above what is expected of a shortlet host. This was good customer care. And even when I was going back, the same driver she recommended to me took me to the airport. So this was good customer care. I gave her a 5/5, top notch. So you see, if I'm going back to Rwanda, she's still the first person that will come to mind. I wanted to also visit some churches in Rwanda. She gave me the directions on how to get there. Even gave me contact of a pastor. So this was for me just good customer care. She went over and above board, beyond expectation. So to succeed as a shortlet owner, and this was her journey of the business, maintaining it personally, go over and above board. Know the basic things a client will need within the city, which will be beyond what your service is providing, and give it to them free of charge. It will leave a good impact or good imprint on their mind, and when they are coming back, they will refer you, and they will also want to come back to you. So that is the first thing. Courtesy, giving services not paid for, checking on them from time to time. I remember in the shortlet apartment, sometimes she would check on me. How is the service? Hope it's good. Yes, I was not only the one in the apartment. There was an Asian person in the second apartment. It was a 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom and suite, another bedroom and suite. Then we had a common sitting room. So checking up on time was a good thing. So good customer care is needed for success in shortlet business. You need to realize that there are so many people doing shortlet. So many people. Because the thing is that once a business starts succeeding, many people rush into it. But the question is, what will differentiate you from the so many others that are doing it? One thing that will differentiate you is good customer care. And the last but not the least tip for success in shortlet business is to hire a property manager. You tell yourself, okay, I don't have the expertise to do all this. I don't want to go through the stress of all this. I don't want to do this as a 247 business. I just want to be getting revenue income on a weekly, monthly basis. What should I do? Hire a shortlet property manager. And a shortlet property manager will do everything for you. Some can go as far as helping you in picking the location, helping you in furnishing it, helping you in listing the properties on property website, on social media. They can now go to the point of helping you in quality maintenance, helping you in good customer care. So they do everything needed for you. And in exchange, they are paid a fee, which sometimes ranges between 20 to 30% of the gross revenue. So let's say in a month on a 2-bedroom apartment, you get and the 2-bedroom goes for maybe 100,000 naira per day, right? And you have maybe 25 days occupancy. That means in that month, you get about 2.5 million. They take a 20% management fee, which is about 500,000 naira, or a 30% management fee, which is about 750,000. That's a gross fee before the deduction of any other expense. So with that, the property manager does everything for you, takes all of the stress from you, and you are just getting your revenue income on a monthly basis. So there's so much more that can be said about Shortlet, but for want of time, I'm going to stop here. Remember, the Shortlet business is a very good one that can bring you revenue or income on a daily basis, weekly basis, and monthly basis. You just need to get a good apartment, beautifully furnish it, market it well, give clients good customer care, maintain it with good quality, and hire a property manager if need be to successfully do it. My name is John Olisa, and I'm the CEO of Red Diamond Properties Limited. One of the services we offer is that we can help you manage your shortlet apartment. We also work with other shortlet managers who we partner with to help you bring clients. So if you need our services, kindly contact us on +234 813 799 0792. I come again, +234 813 799 0792. So shortlet property management is one thing we do. Another thing we also do is property development. Recently, we launched our first estate in Nigeria. It's here in Abuja, in Kuje, and it consists of different units on a 200 square meter plot of land going for 1.5 million. You can build a 3-bedroom terrace duplex. On a 300 square meter plot of land going for 2.2 million, you can build a 4-bedroom semi-detached duplex. And on a 400 square meter plot of land going for 3 million, you can build a 5-bedroom fully detached duplex. While on the 1,000 square meter plot of land going for 7 million, you can build a block of flats consisting of 6 units of 1, 2, 3 bedroom, 2 units of each of them. So these are the things we do if you want to get into property development by buying your own property. Contact us also on +234 813 799 0792. You can send us an email at reddiamondproperties10@gmail.com. So this is where we're going to stop our Facebook Live for today. For those of you who could not join live, I'm going to be putting it on my YouTube channel. And tomorrow we're going to continue. I'm going to be sharing with you other aspects of real estate in Nigeria that you can invest in, whether personally or through investors, or just generally. I'm going to be sharing with you so much you need to know about real estate as time goes on, the law of real estate, tax in real estate, how you can avoid real estate scam, amongst so many other things that will add value to you. My name is John Olisa, and one thing I can show is that if you follow me, I'm going to add so much value to you in real estate. I'm going to add so much value to you in real estate. Remember, the first rule of investment is this: before you invest money in an investment, invest money first in acquiring knowledge in the investment. And that's what I'm doing to you, or doing for you. I'm giving you knowledge about real estate investment, but the thing I'm doing is that I'm not charging you. I'm giving it to you free of charge. So the least you can do is watch it, learn, reach out to me for whatever investment you want to do. Thank you so very much for joining me today, February 27, for day 5 of 30 of real estate content in Nigeria. Thank you so very much, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye.